Nestled among a 300-island archipelago, Helsinki relies on the sea for commerce, recreation, and security. Of the many harbors and ports along the shoreline, commercial ferries operate from one of three main terminals, depending on the destination and ferry operator. Passengers to Tallinn typically depart from one of the two terminals in the West Harbour. Fares for the 2-hour trip across the Gulf of Finland range between $26 and $55. Welcome to Tallinn, Estonia. Klaipeda, founded in 1252 by the Livonian Order, is the oldest city in Lithuania. It is the northernmost ice-free port in the eastern coast of the Baltic Sea and is Lithuania's access to world trade. Ships transport an average of 50 million tons of cargo annually. Over 300,000 passengers on cruise and ferry ships make their way through the port each year. Many of those travellers make their way to the Neringa municipality on the Curonian Sped, seen in the background. Highway A1 leads directly to the new terminal. A round-trip fare for single passenger and car costs about $24. The trip across the Curonian Lagoon takes just under 15 minutes. Drivers and passengers are free to exit their vehicles if there is enough room to open the doors. A variety of commercial and private vessels ply the waters of the lagoon. North Link ferries provide service from the mainland to the Shetland Islands. The overnight passage departs in the evening from downtown Aberdeen. The city continues the centuries-old sea trade traditions of Scotland. The North Sea weather can change quickly and unexpectedly. There are no guarantees of a calm journey. The thin coastline soon disappears into the darkness of night, or the clouds of storm. For accommodations, passengers can choose to upgrade their fare to cabins, sleeping pods, pictured here, or reclining seats. Or they can content themselves to use the seats and benches of restaurants and lounges on board the ship. The morning view over the Lerwick port varies dramatically from the industrial port of Aberdeen of the night before. A quick ferry from Lerwick across the Sound takes you to the island of Bressay. The drive across the island takes just under 15 minutes, depending on the stops at passing points for oncoming cars. Access to the National Nature Reserve on Noss is via the Noss Ferry. After parking, it is a short walk down the rocky path to the Noss Sound. The warden arrives by inflatable from his station depending on demand. 6 or 7 passengers could easily fit for the quick trip across the Sound. The entire island, just about 1.5 square miles, is designated a nature reserve. The Warden Station is part of an abandoned crofters settlement. Rabbits live in warrens scattered across the islands. Seals bask on the shoreline, but tens of thousands of seabirds dominate the grassland and jagged cliffs jutting into the North Sea. The Isle of Arran lies across the Firth of Clyde on the western coast of Scotland. HAAWK ferries service the 2 ports on the island, with Brodick welcoming the majority of passengers. The 60-minute journey affords ample time to enjoy a hearty soup from the cafe before disembarking at Brodick. Not far from the ferry terminal, and north along the coastal trail, you can enjoy the peak of Goatfell in the distance. It is a popular destination for hikers wishing to trek the 2,874 feet to the island's highest peak. On the northern tip of the island, the small port of Lochranza enables access to the western shorelands of the Firth of Clyde. Fewer passengers means a smaller ferry. Of the nearly 500,000 commuters from New Jersey to New York, many of them choose a ferry across the Hudson. As the largest ferry provider, New York Waterways runs service between 12 different ports 18 hours a day.